So knees wide, shoulders relaxed. Feel free to tuck the knees, or the arms rather, into your sides or have them stretched forward. Relaxing through your body from head to toe. Notice this afternoon if you are holding on to any tension anywhere. And let the tension go. And taking your time, we'll come up onto hands and knees when you're ready. We'll keep the knees a little bit wider. And you'll let yourself sit back, almost as if you are going to go right back into child's pose. And then just rounding the spine, you'll come forward and over the wrist and let the belly sink down towards the floor. Exhale as the spine rounds and you sit back. And inhale and let yourself pull forward. Exhale and round right here. And inhale here. And exhale. One more time. And inhale. And then bringing the knees closer to each other and curling all 10 toes under. You'll lift the hips, push back to downward facing dog. Head can shake and nod. You're letting tension go in your spine. Maybe you shake your head. Yes, maybe it's nodding. Maybe it's going side to side. You'll look forward and step the feet. Heart and chest will lift halfway. Breathe out and fold. And a root to rise. Inhale, heart and chest will lift. And hands will come to the heart. Exhale out. Taking your time. Inhale, arms will lift up, big breath. We're going to hold each pose for an inhale and exhale. Fold. Here, exhaling. When you get to your fold, inhale once again. And exhale. Bring the hands to the shin bones. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands to the ground and step the feet back. Inhale in plank and exhale in plank. You can always push back to downward dog, otherwise lower the ribs and chest. Inhale here, heart and chest lift, and exhale. Curl the 10 toes under. Inhale in downward dog. And exhale. Look forward, step the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. Round the spine, stand up and inhale right here. And hands will come to the heart. Exhale. We'll flow for 3 rounds. Inhale, arms, heart, and chest will lift. Exhale and swan dive to the floor, forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground and feet step back. Move through high to low plank if you would like to. Exhale the downward dog, and we will flow right away, stepping forward. Inhale and exhale. Root to rise, inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Round to a flowing, inhale, breath in. Exhale, swan dive to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. On exhale, hands to mat, feet step back. Inhale and plank. Exhale and lower. Inhale, heart and chest are lifting. Exhale to downward dog. Look forward and step the feet. Inhale and exhale. Heaviness in the head. Inhale, rise up. Hands to heart, exhale. And now on this next round, inhale, we're going to pause and exhale. Inhale, folding, breathing. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhaling in your fold. Halfway lift, inhale, staying here, and exhale. Hands coming to the mat, feet stepping back. Inhaling in plank and exhaling in plank. Inhaling and lowering the ribs and chest, and exhale completely here. Glue the big toes to the floor. Inhale and lift the heart and chest. And exhale. Curl the 10 toes under, push the hip bones back, and inhale. And exhale. Looking forward to step the feet. Inhale and exhale. Halfway lift, inhale and exhale. Fold to the floor, inhale and exhale. Root to rise, inhale, lift up, breath in. Hands will come to your heart. Breath out. Shake everything out. Move a little bit from head to toe here. And taking your time, you'll inhale in chair and exhale and fold. Sitting up, inhale into chair once again and exhale and fold. One more round, inhale in chair, exhale and fold. And step both feet back to downward dog. Shift into plank and inhale. Exhale and push your hips back. Inhale into plank, breath in. And exhale, downward dog. One more time, the inhale here. Exhale to lower. Glue the big toes. Inhale, lift the heart and chest, and gently gaze over the right shoulder. Exhale and lower to the ribs and chest. Inhale and lift the heart and chest and gaze over the left shoulder. Look forward and lower the ribs and chest. One more time. We lift the heart and chest here and curl the 10 toes under and push back for downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift the right leg to the sky, breath in. Step the right foot forward, left heels to the floor, 5 toes to the floor. Rise up into crescent, into warrior one, pardon me. Heart and chest lift. Breathe in And breathe out. The heels line up in our feet. Open up into warrior two right here. Gaze over the right middle finger. Breathe in. And breathe out. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Find side angle. Breathe in and breathe out. Look down to your mat, pivot on your left 5 toes, frame the right foot. Find yourself in downward dog and breathe in and out here. Shift into plank, inhale. Exhale and push back to downward dog. Inhale into plank pose. Exhale to downward dog. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, hips lift. Shift forward and lower the ribs and chest to the mat. You can always bypass all of this and go right to downward dog. Inhale as the heart and chest lift and the big toes glue to the mat. Look over your left shoulder and then look forward and come back down to the floor. Inhale as your heart and chest lift and the big toes glue to the floor, and gently look over the right side, look forward, and come down to the floor. And now just taking this with regular extension through the crown of the head, curl the 10 toes under and push back to downward dog. Your left leg will lift to the sky. You'll step your left foot forward and right heel and 5 toes will come to the floor. Rising up into warrior one, breath in. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathing out here. Opening up into warrior two. Again, our shoulders relax and stacking over our hips now. Reverse your warrior as the right arm comes down to your body, your left arm lifts and your knee continues to bend. Side angle is next. We come either to our thigh or to the inside of the ankle bone. Inhale and exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale. Pivot on your right 5 toes to come down to the floor. Step the left foot back and find downward facing dog once more. Shifting into plank, inhale. Exhale to downward dog, hips lift. Once again, plank pose, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Last round, inhale. Exhale to downward dog. And look forward and step both feet. Halfway lift on inhale. On exhale, folding. Rising up, inhale, heart and chest lift. Hands to heart, exhale out. Big toes come together. Sitting back into chair, inhale here. Exhale and fold. Press the weight into the heels of the feet. Reach the shoulders up and hands up into chair. Inhale. Exhale to fold. One more time, sitting back into the weight of our heels. Arms lift, chair pose, breath in. Now as you exhale and fold, heel toe your feet about 2 fists apart. Take opposite hand around each elbow. Your ears can be between the inside of your arm, your biceps, and let yourself just gently ragdoll, swing to side and side here. Letting all the tension go in your neck. Might find you have some added tension just with everything going on these days. The changes. Your lifestyle's probably changed a little bit, interestingly enough, that as much as we probably found some space of calm, we might actually be still finding some spaces of tension. One more swing to the left and gently to our right. And then as we release our hands down to the floor, root into all four corners of your feet and rise up. Inhale. Hands will come to your heart. Exhale out here. Flowing for one round through our series of Sun Salutation B. Sit back into chair. We'll take each side. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift on inhale. And as your hands come to the mat, feet step back. Moving through high and low plank. Vinyasa flow if you would like. Upward dog, the thighs are lifting. Downward dog, hips lift. Right leg lifts to the sky. Step forward. Warrior one, inhale here. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale. On exhale, side angle, your variation. Once more, inhale and reverse your warrior. Continue to bend the right knee. On your next exhale, pivot and frame the right foot. And you can move through high and low plank once again. And we will meet in downward facing dog. 10 toes will curl under. Hips will lift, heels will sink. Left leg will lift. You'll step forward. Right heel bone to the floor. Rising up, inhale. Exhale to warrior two. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, side angle. Inhale and reverse once again. Pivot and frame the left foot. Come down to the floor and move through high and low plank once again. Meeting in downward facing dog when you're ready. Exhale. Take a child's pose if you'd like. Knees coming down to the floor. Continue to be active. Staying in your downward facing dog if you would like. Breathing deep in and out here with whichever you have chosen. One more deep inhale. We'll meet in downward facing dog when you're ready. Exhale out completely when you are there. And look forward with your gaze to step your feet. Halfway lift on an inhale. On an exhale, we're folding. Rooting through the four corners of our feet, rising up to the sky. And the hands coming to your heart. Now taking your time, we're moving into tree pose today. I find that the online options of yoga practice, balance is probably one of our most challenging, just because you're looking at something so completely different. So versus being in a class. So I really encourage you to take the focus into an object in your room. If you can look out the window, that can be really beautiful, given that we're doing tree pose as well. Maybe you can glance at the outside and some of the beauty with spring coming for the trees. We're going to root into our right leg to begin, and left leg, and this will just come in progression, will open itself out to the side. Your shoulders will relax. We actually are going to have some movement in our tree today and some progression from where we place our foot as well. So maybe your foot comes to the inside of the lower leg, or maybe to the inside of your upper leg. Arms can lift. And if you find this to be where you want to stay today, continue to stay here. You might play with tilting the chin towards the ceiling, so the gaze going up to the ceiling. And then as you look forward, we are going to play with just this little leaning action to one side, right side or left, whatever side you want to start with. Slowly back with our two hands reaching up. And then this gentle movement to our Other side we have not taken yet. Falling in and out is very normal. Come back up once again. And bring the hands down and shake it out, releasing tension you might have started to hold on to. Let everything go here. Moving into the other leg, our left leg as our rooted leg. 5 toes really spreading out on the floor depth and surface you're using. Right knee can turn itself out, and feel free again to keep it kickstand or find the inside of either lower or upper leg, just bypassing the knee. Arms will lift, and you'll once again play in staying here, maybe taking your gaze and chin up. And then once you come back central and neutral, we're going to gently sway one side, come back upright, and sway to the other side. Back upright, nice and slow. And release everything here. Shake everything out. Let the feet heel toe themselves about 2 fists apart once again. We're going to take a second round of ragdoll pose. So the inhale here, hinge at your hips as you fold. Take opposite hand to each elbow and let your head be heavy between your 2 arms. And again, feel free to swing side to side, putting the weight into the pinky toe side of each foot. You'll release your hands to the ground. You'll take your time, bend the knees, rise up, inhale. Hands will come to your heart, exhale here. Knees will come together. Twist and a little bit of hip opening is going to all take place, fusing together in some sequencing next. So as we sit back into chair pose, the arms are going to relax, the shoulders down, your thumbs pressing against the sternum, that's the bone between the rib cage. And then just watching the left knee from a little bit of shifting action that it might compensate you with. You're going to hook the left tricep over the right thigh. And as you hook the tricep, continue to pull the thumb knuckle towards your sternum, lift the right elbow, and keep the left knee in line with the right. See if you can keep your tailbone lower than your chest and heart, your head as well. We want to keep the tailbone lower. One more deep inhale. You'll come upright, roll the shoulders back. And then we're going to come into a little bit of balance right away on this side as well. We actually root into our left leg, open up the right hip. Ankle will come over thigh, and we'll just sit back. If you need to hold on to something, a ledge at your home, a countertop, a chair, back, whatever you might need. You could hinge and pitch a little bit forward. There's no knee pain in this. Breathe in. And breathe out. And come on up and release. We are almost going to get down to the mat. We're going to take the other side and then take figure 4 in chair as well. So knees together, big toes together, and hands at the heart. Sit back into chair. The weight's in your heels. Hooking the right tricep when you're ready over your left thigh, bringing your thumb towards your heart, and keeping the right kneecap drawing in as well, left elbow lifting. Now go ahead and come forward. Untwisting, stand up nice and tall. Root into the right 5 toes, your foot. Left kneecap will open up. It'll feel a little bit like tree, absolutely. And then when you're ready, your ankle will come over your thigh and you'll sit back into chair once again. Figure 4. And deep inhales and exhales here. And let's come nice and tall, shake everything out. We're going to come to the front of the space that we're in. If you need to adjust your device, we're going to get down on the floor next. Inhale and reach up, breath in, mountain pose, exhale. Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift on inhale. And as you bring your hands to the mat, go ahead and just slowly bring the knees down to the floor and bring the legs forward in front of you. You'll continue to keep the left leg forward, and you'll bring the right foot over your thigh. So right now I have my left leg completely extended forward, my foot active, and then crossing the right ankle over the thigh, but our foot stays on the floor. Readjust yourself in the sits bones. I'll be twisting away from the camera here. The back of the upper part of your left arm hooks the tricep hooks the thigh here. And then there's this gentle twist, but we're very upright. And what's really nice is you can probably see that in the camera today. This would be kind of letting myself not experience the pose in its depth, but as I draw into the energy that surrounds the vertebrae, the crown of the head to the tailbone, that's when we get this greater experience in the posture. Your left foot is active. One more deep inhale. And go ahead and come forward. And just bring your 2 hands near your left thigh just to counter that twist a little bit. And we're going to come into lizard pose with our right foot forward, opening up the right hip out first. So all we'll do from here is just gently bring the left leg around. If you need to lie on your back and do a figure 4 stretch, that can always be an option for you. We're going to come and bring the hands forward. Sometimes this is called Hamanasana, a monkey pose, a variation of it, a modified variation. Monkey pose is a split. So walking, but now we're going into lizard as we draw the left leg back longer and keep this right kneecap bending right over the ankle joint. If you want, you can stay nice and tall. I'm demoing that. I'm pretty tight in the hips. If you find that that flexibility is there for you and your spine isn't going to get increasingly rounded, bring the arms down to the floor. At home, you could always use a prop. A couple books work really nice for this, for that halfway floor to the shoulder, a little distance to overcome with a couple objects. You can always curl the left 5 toes and keep the knee lifted if that hover action is a little bit better option for you. One more deep inhale. And then go ahead and just bring your leg back. And we're going to come back onto the sits bones. So the legs will swing around. There's really not this textbook vinyasa flow that needs to take place. We can come into these poses simply from moving on our mat. You'll take the left leg over your right thigh. Your right foot will be active. So we can take a seated twist here. Nice and tall through your spine. You'll hook the right tricep over your left thigh, and left hand will come near your back as you twist. One more deep inhale. And then as you look forward with your two shoulders, go ahead and take your hands over to the right thigh, just countering your twist. And we'll come into lizard pose on side B here. So right leg will come behind us, left foot will come forward. And we can always curl the right 5 toes if it's a little bit better option to keep our heel lifted. Otherwise, we're gently lowering the heel to the floor. And we're taking our time for where we want to go in this pose. We might come all the way down onto our forearms, but you choose where you want to go in this pose. And then taking your time from that, we're actually going to bring our leg around. If you do wish to move through a high and low plank, go for it. If you want to push back in the downward facing dog and shake out your two legs a little bit here, nod your head a little bit. And then from that, we're actually going to come on our back. We'll end up on our stomach. So we're here momentarily. Little spoiler alert for you. We're coming all the way down right here. Knees are going to hug in, and we're actually going to take a twist that we typically take right before final relaxation. Let your two knees fall to the right side and gently look over your left shoulder. This is our last twist and hip opening sequence. Breathe a deep inhale. And deep exhale out here. And you'll come back onto your entire back. You'll let your two knees locked close to each other fall to the left side. And you'll gently look over your right shoulder. And you'll take your gaze back up. You'll come back onto your back right here. Knees will hug in, and our hip opener from our back is happy baby pose. So it opens up both hips together. You're bringing either your hands to the pinky toe side of each foot, or you could take the peace fingers, that's your index finger and the middle finger, and bring them between the big toe and your second toe. And draw the knees towards your rib cage and your sides, and see if you can keep the lower back from rolling off the mat completely or lifting from the mat as you pull the knees in. And a gentle rock side to side can be a really nice option. And we're here for about 5-6 more breaths. Just a gentle movement, or maybe you stay stationary here. And then when you're ready, the knees will hug into the chest. And we're going to add a little rock and roll. You can move through high and low plank as you rock and roll from this. I'm going to meet you in a plank or knees on the floor. So move through whatever you would like to. Maybe it's a downward dog and you just bicycle out your 2 feet and knees. And we're going to lower down onto our stomach on the floor here, and we're going to work a little bit of the low back muscle groups with some dynamic movement that will also be our back bend. So your gaze will be down towards the floor, the chin, just about this space of probably like a racquetball or even a golf ball between chin and chest. And you're just going to play with alternating the 2 limbs you lift. So right arm and left leg. And then they will come back down, and then you'll switch right here. Lifting and lowering. And lifting and lowering. Breathing throughout the movements. This one we're taking just a little bit more time. Let's do it one more time each side. Coming up now. And then from that, you'll bring the hands in by the arms. The heart and chest will lift. And you'll sit your hips back once again into child's pose. You'll take your time, come up onto hands and knees. You'll swing the 2 legs around, grab whatever things you need to keep yourself warm, and you'll lie completely down on your back. We're going to take some nice, generous time today for final relaxation. So as you come down on your back, you'll start with just taking all the limbs up to the ceiling here, your 2 legs, your 2 hands, shake everything out, inhale. Exhale out through your mouth, letting it go. And you can be really audible. Inhale again. And exhale, shaking, 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 wrists and ankles, feet and hands. One more time, inhale. And hug the knees in, exhale. And then taking your time from there, you'll bring your feet to the floor. You'll find where you would like to be for final relaxation. You'll quiet your mind and you'll just let yourself be for a little bit of time today. Breathe a deep inhale through the nose, exhale out through your mouth, and let it go for just a little bit. You'll slowly start to move the fingers and your toes and the wrist and ankles here. And you'll roll to a side of the body, right or left. And taking your time, you'll come up to easy seated pose here. And we'll join together. We'll bring our hands to the heart. Breathe in. And breathe out. Namaste. From my home to yours, thank you for joining in the yoga practice from your home. And we have some of the information available to you. These classes are on demand now. Feel free to